you for coming to Ghana Goddess Where. Happy birthday, Leos. Yes, the sun gods and goddesses. The sun vibration is here. Time for us to dive deep, okay? I'm so excited. I haven't been here since the Gemini season. I decided I was going to merge the Cancer meeting with you guys and the Leo meeting, simply because it's a meditation. I chose to do a meditation, initiate those of you, my friends, that are ready for the spiritual path. So I'll be initiating you guys today. All right. I will be initiating you today because that's my birthday gift, to say thank you to all of you. All right, for all the love, all the birthday wishes. I read them all, but I haven't replied because I was waiting to put my thank you video out and then probably find time to go through and answer each comment. I appreciate you all. I love you all. And it's been an interesting birthday for me because all this year, all I keep worrying about and thinking about is the fact that I'm growing old. The gray hair, the gray hair on the eyelashes, the bumps at places that doesn't need to be, little tags everywhere. Okay, the stomach acting funny. Okay, the booty's changing shape, and you know the heat and the premenopausal shit that's going on with me. So I've been like, oh God, finally I feel like I'm actually getting older. I don't like it, but you know, as a Leo, I'm childlike, so I bring that. You know, I always try to bring myself back to center and realize that this is temporary anyway, and it's a process, and every stage has its blessing, right? And this stage of my life, I want to be as much as a blessing to everyone that is in my life, okay? Now more than ever, because you know anything can happen sometimes when you get into your 40s. You're lucky to even get here, so I'm so grateful. Today I want us to all like salute the sun, this is one of the sun poses. To all the sun gods and goddesses. Believe it or not, the sun and the moon is the most powerful signs. Why? Because it is so close we can see it, and all the other planets are outside of us that we can't see. So worshiping the sun or saying thank you to the sun is like saying thank you for bringing life force, right? Bringing continuing life. When the sun goes away, we're dead. So we always have to pay homage to the sun season. So this is the Leo season where the sun is in its highest peak. So I say thank you to God Amun-Ra. This is another pose for the sun. You can spread your arms and stand and pick your face up, or you can literally act like you're kneeling and go in like this. This is all yoga poses, okay? To salute the sun, you can go on the side, stretch it like this, and still do the same thing, okay? So we're saluting the sun because the sun sign, all right? And you know, when we talk about spirituality, we're talking about breaking down life. So life is the sun, sun is life, and everything else. But we have to honor the sun. It's Leo season. It's my birthday, okay? And it's important that I salute the sun, whether you like it or not. Sit somewhere. I always tell you, if you don't like what I talk about, don't come, or just go with the flow, okay? Because I will tell you things that you may not want to hear, or it sounds whatever to you. It's your business, not mine. My job is to be me and present myself the way that I know that I'll be a blessing to everybody, okay? And that's what my focus is. So let's get back to basics. I will be demonstrating meditation because I'm initiating those of you who are ready. I will be talking about all the things that I think that will come to mind that you need to know before you initiate yourself. I wanted to demonstrate meditation, even though I know you can get it on YouTube, everywhere you go, because I wanted to come from me. Why? Because some people need to see people like me from Ghana, from West Africa, those of us that have been colonized by religion and all other aspects, all other spiritual forms and everything else, you need to see someone that represents you sometimes. Someone that is your home girl, the girl you knew that you grew up with. There's a difference with someone that you actually know, seen before, showing you a path. Okay, it becomes real to you. It's not so far-fetched. So, yeah, I could have said, you know, go and learn how to meditate. But me showing you is me showing you how it worked for me. And that is all part of me being authentic with you, being raw with you, telling you that, hey, this is how I did it. And I know the exact path because I did it this way and it worked for me. There's no better way to teach someone something or to explain yourself than to demonstrate it. So I will demonstrate it as a birthday gift to those of you who are ready. That's the gift that I have for you, the world, whoever wants to see me do it. How I meditate, and I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you the pros and cons, the things you might be going through. I'll probably won't be able to jam all this information into it because it's bigger than me. Alright, but what I can do is at least initiate you with the basic information that you need, and you know, that are factual enough to open you up to sit down and meditate. Alright, I'll tell you why the meditation is so important, why I feel like I need to initiate, why you choose that path and all that when I sit down. Right now, I'm just here with the birthday boogie. I don't want to dance today, guys. I'm gonna sit and we're gonna talk. It's gonna be a long talk, honestly, but I'll try to keep it to where I keep it to. And if I don't finish, so be it. I'll come back and finish the rest. But know that I'm doing this from my heart, and it's not about none of that stuff, that all of that stuff that people are thinking. All the other stuff, bring it down, which is the negative part, the doubts, the weirdness, and the uncertainty. Tone it down. Tone it down. I'll get to it. I'll feed it. I'll feed the answers to you. Alright? Because I can hear things and I know the questions that I had. So I can tell by the questions I had that you have a million. So before I sit down, I want to say I like to hit the nail right on top. I'm tired of hitting the nails on the sides of my hands, on the corner of the nail, and smashing my fingers, smashing other places. I like to hit it right in the middle, on the top, and don't miss. In other words, I go straight to the core, to the beginning, as much as I can. Because to me, it's not messed up. It's not diluted. You get it raw, okay? So that's your little altar. This, you don't see any human blood there or anything, right? Nobody's getting killed because it's basic altar, igniting you within. You are saying thank you to all the elements that you're made of. People like to scare you. People like to demonic things they don't understand. People think that when you have this in your house, you are calling on demons. Whatever anybody thinks, you should know why I do this. I'm igniting this within me, right? Which means I'm stepping into that essence within myself, all aspects of me. And I'm raising my vibration so I can speak clearly, so I can act clearly, so I can feel clearly and sense clearly. Everything that I need is ignited right now. So when I sit, there's so many things going on right now. When I sit and when I speak and what I'm talking about. You have to ignite it. It's an initiation. Every time you do that, you are saying thank you. You are being in alignment with your soul, in spirit, in who you are, and everything, nature, all of it. Alright? I want you to stop being afraid of what you were told to be afraid of. If you don't listen to anything, listen to that. Okay? You can't be afraid of what you don't know. Because it is whatever. So I think I've done too much talking, and I hope you enjoy my aunt outfit. It was simple, it was sunny, it was Leo, it was me. A little bit of, you know, the lion has his little tail and his little, you know, whatever. But hey, it's all good. So happy birthday to all Leos, and let's get this going. I will start with the meditation and then we'll go into conversation. Love you, and I'll see you all soon. Okay? All right. Alright, thank you for being here. Let's get started on this meditation. Okay, alright, so I have my sage I say to myself, you basically have to go all over. Let me show you. And I have to sage because of this is almost gone. Basically, you just go over your head 3 times, all over your body, sage the whole space. I already did that, so I'm just gonna go and just get started. Okay, so saging yourself cleanses the space, the area, and your energetic field, and allows positive spirits to come around you. All right, your ancestors, whoever you want to bring in. But yeah, ideal is to cleanse your aura and any unwanted spirits to come into your space. Okay, so now that we finish saging, you see me in my meditative pose. Eventually, you wouldn't need to really sit this way because I developed back problems from sitting this way and staying still and holding my back in. So I lounge on a chair. But for the sake of demonstration and what I had to do for years, I have to show you how I started, because there is a reason why you sit crossed with your legs like that. It forms a geometric shape. I think it forms the pyramid, okay? And also the 6-pointer star is all embedded in this position. When you sit in this position to meditate, it's all part of the initiation. So once you're sat down and you're relaxed and comfortable, the next thing that you need to do is bring your attention to yourself, your awareness to who you are. You feel your body, feel the weight your body is bringing down to your feet, all the way to your butt, to your toes, all that. Feel it all dropping by taking in serious deep breaths. All right, so you take it in. You're going to take in deep breaths until you feel relaxed, and we'll move to the next stage. You don't need to blow it out of your mouth, but you can to start. You take it in with your nose as deep as you can and release it, either through your nose or through your mouth. Do it until you're comfortable. So let's go. I feel relaxed enough, so I'm going to go straight into some posture, and this is all part of it. What you're going to do is you're going to put your thumbs in your ears. You're going to put these 2 fingers, the index and the big finger, right here on your eyes. You're going to put this middle finger, your ring finger, on your nose. You put the small little ones at the tip of your mouth. And then you let go of your nose with that finger to take in the breath, okay? And then you close it with that finger. And you hold it as much as you can. So now let's go. And then you release. You do that, all right, releasing your nose, taking in the breath through your nose and releasing it. So once you do that, then we can continue the other stage. So let's go ahead and continue with that process, all right, because I want to meditate, because I want to tap into it. So let's do it together. That was the demonstration. Now put your hands there on your eyes, on your nose, on your lips. You are igniting all your senses. I'm taking in the air. I'm going again. For me, I already feel my energy. I start to see my colors in my eyes. It's swollen. Now, the next thing that you need to do is when you close your eyes, okay, I'm showing you the process. Unfortunately, I have to talk you through it as I do it. I wish I could just demonstrate without talking, but then how are you going to learn? So with that posture, you are basically igniting your spiritual eyes, your nose, your hearing, and your speech by touching them. The tips of these fingers are all energetic points, and they are all representations of the planets and your chakra points. So putting them on these places all ignites that. Okay, so it takes you there quickly too. So with that, once you get that done, now the next stage of breathing for you is you close your eyes. Now when your eyes are closed, you have to turn your eyes inward like you're looking at the tip of your nose. So imagine right now your eyes is open, you're looking at your nose. You look down, right? You look down and try to see the tip of your nose, but you can't really see your nose. So your eyes will go like almost like crisscross, or it will go into blurry mode, right? I don't even know how to explain that. But you look down on your nose. Just look down on your nose. All right? If you can do that, you do that. You have to do that. You have to learn to close your eyes and try to look down on your nose. If you can look at the tip of your nose, all right, you are pulling into the third eye chakra. Your concentration is going there. As you get good at it, you start to look at within your forehead in this area with your eyes closed. So your eyes will go in a way, I can't do it, I have to close my eyes. So you have to close your eyes and it will cross in a way. If you're trying to look into your forehead, the way your eyes will turn is how you have to keep it. And you keep the gaze there. You can do that, or you can go for the tip of the nose. It's two ways. I used both. Alright? Both are effective. The easiest for me was to look into my forehead and bringing my attention here. Like I'm looking at my forehead, but it's on the inside. Okay? And it's a type of squeeze that goes with that, with your eyes. Okay? It's painful. It's a little like it starts to hurt around your eyes, especially around this area, but you have to endure that pain. So you focus there. So like I was saying, you're looking at either the center right here with your eyes closed. You're turning your eyes within to look inside your forehead, or you go down to the tip of your nose. And whilst you're doing that, you take in the breath through your nose. You hold it, release it into your belly slowly, hold it, and push it back up into your diaphragm. Okay? So you take it in. Let's walk this through. You take it in through your nose, hold it, release it slowly into your belly, hold it, push it up. Push it up into your diaphragm. Then you take the breath and you take it up into your chest. So it's like, some people call it dragon, whatever. I don't even know the name for it. But I do it all the time. So when you get the breath in your belly, then you hold it and you push it up. Like you're sitting up. You hold it and then you push it up. Then you hold it and you push it up. So take it in. Let's go to the next stage. Take it in. Release. Hold, push up, and hold. Then release. Take breath in the nose. Hold, release, into belly. Hold it, push up, hold it, and release. So you practice this deep breath. You do that maybe at least 11 times. 11 with the first step, 11 with this step as well. Okay? And once you're done with that, you keep your eyes closed, right? And your focus in the third eye or the tip of the nose. It's all connected. So with that there, now you can choose whichever finger you want to use. This is the sun, so we're going to ignite the sun. Today's Sunday as I do this. So I'm igniting my solar plexus, okay, and tapping into my life force energy throughout my whole body. So I would hold that. You can hold whichever finger. You have to learn. I'll talk about that when I get into breaking things down. But to hold that posture there, or you can just simply let your hands go. But I want you to learn it well. So hold any of the fingertips. All right. Especially today we're using the sun. So you hold the sun in, and you keep your gaze and your back straight. Don't slouch. Don't do this. Don't fall asleep. Keep your back still when you're doing this. And after the breathing, you feel a sense of relaxation and the heaviness that has gone into your body. So holding this in, because you're a beginner and it's hard for you to not think whilst you're meditating, what you're going to do is you're going to chant. Directly, you're going to chant. Okay? And once you're chanting, keep your focus in the third eye. Okay? Alright. There's a step before this if you want, which is you try to visualize the chakra colors. So let's do that actually. Let's do it well. Let's do that because it was the beginning before I got into the chanting. So let's visualize as your eyes are closed and your breath is low and everything. Visualize the color red in a square shape. See it. But then once you see it, now imagine that shape and that color at the tailbone where you're sitting. Imagine that part of your body is filled with a square red or just the color red. Just see it. Just see it swelling. Visualize it embodying you, the red color. Alright. Now, imagine that the color is like, it's moving like fire, right? Let it travel to your sexual organ area. Now, it's going to meet an inverted triangle. So, you're visualizing the orange triangle in your sacral chakra. Now, keep that going for a while whilst you visualize it in that area of your body. And now, imagine that it's spinning. Imagine that this triangle is spinning. Alright, and it's turning into like a whole watery or fiery look, like, you know, it's a mixture of red and orange going on now. You're mixing paints. Imagine the colors. Alright, you're stirring and it's mixing. Take that energy, that color, that thing that you are seeing in your sexual organ, and take it to your stomach area, your navel area. Imagine it traveling there like a smoke, like a spiral of light going into the sacral, to the solar plexus, which is the one by your navel, which is your sun center. Now see the circle like the sun right in your belly. See like a circle. Okay, and now see it spinning, see it diluting, see it mixing with those colors. Keep the yellow gaze. Make sure you see the yellow clearly, all the colors clearly. Now take it up, make it spin, take it up to your heart. You got to do this for a while, okay? Because I'm demonstrating, I can't waste all the time, and I can't do it whilst I'm talking. So let's do it together as I talk you through it. Now, when it gets to your heart, which is your heart space, you're going to see the 6-pointed star. You're going to visualize that. See it as green, see it spinning, see it spinning, see it spinning. Now see it diluting and mixing, like see if you're mixing the paint, right? It is swelling, it is swelling. Keep it up. You're visualizing everything. It is real because it's in your mind. You are creating objects and you're creating color and you're seeing it in your imagination. This is part of the process. Don't think this is child's play. If you play with it and second guess it, you are messing your own thing up. So keep it up. As you see the 6-pointed star, keep going. Now you are in your throat. You see it swelling and moving and swelling and moving into your throat. You see a triangle right? In the right position, in the upward position. You saw the downward triangle, now you're seeing it moved, the triangle in the upward position. Okay, now that triangle is blue. It's in your throat. See it spinning, right? See it spinning. See the whole throat area filled with color blue, whatever shade blue you want. Indigo blue is preferred, cyan blue, whatever blue. See it spinning. See that whole area. Make sure you see the color in your mind, and make sure you see it in a shape if you want. If not, the fact that you're seeing the color and you're visualizing it rising and mixing with all the colors that we've been going through your whole body, right? You're mixing and you are doing that. Now, be conscious of all of that, and then take it up into your third eye chakra. As the colors mix, they are changing, but they are still potent and mixed with it, right? And then as it gets in here, you have the indigo, or it's almost like a pinkish purple color, all right, going on, pinkish purple color, all right. Some say it's deep blue, but I see pinkish purple color when I reach my third eye. Now over there, it's like a whole flower, okay? It's like a whole flower. I don't really see any particular shape going on here. You just see all the colors spinning. There is a symbol for it, but I can't remember at this moment, because every time I'm looking in my third eye, all I see is a bunch of spills of colors and all that stuff going on, especially when I'm doing this practice. So see all the colors mixing, see it all mixing. Continue to bring your focus there. This part, when you get here, it hurts, all right? It hurts. You can feel warmth when my whole body is heated. When you're doing this, you feel warm, a sense of heat rising in your body as you go up. You should be feeling that. You should be feeling a sense of heat, okay, as you do this. Now, when you get your third eye chakra, it gets more intense, and you start to feel pain around your eyes in the beginning. And for a while, you will be going through that for years. So the pain is there, but you're still focused with your gaze, trying to see, you're looking into your forehead or the tip of your nose. It changes the way you're looking at things, all right? Your eyes are embedded in a way, so it's painful. Keep that going and stay there for a while. Stay there for as long as you can. Now, you visualize that color going to the top of your crown. When it gets to the top of your head, which is your crown chakra, you will visualize it turning into like rays of sunlight, but they are purple mixed, violet mixed, and it's going all the way into the universe. I used to look at it go all the way and connect with the sun, but you can do that. Visualize it like filling the whole space up, all right, going everywhere you can imagine, whatever you think the universe looks like. Visualize it. If it's a bunch of stars, if it's the cloud, if it's God. Now you're on the crown and you see it as sun rays going from your head all the way to the sun, and that energy from the sun or the universe or whatever, all the colors, see it becoming like rays and going back into your body and enveloping your body, all right? So it's a lot of visualization that goes into meditation. So as you do that, this is the time where the sun is a protection, all right? So you can, as you see your energies go up and join into the universe, you can see the sun as rays that is coming down like rain or whatever, however way you want to see it. The sun rays, everybody knows how the sun rays looks like. See it shining on you and enveloping you, and at that time you can say a prayer for protection from any negativity or anything, and to open up the lights, the doorways, all right, to your soul, to the universe, right? But first to your soul, awakening your soul. So you speak to yourself, to your higher self, that you're ready, you want to open up, you want to ignite and reawaken your soul within you, to take charge and to guide you and to show you the direction and your destiny, and open you up to all, to the universe, to spirit, to everything, and you say thank you to the universe, thank you to spirit. Don't do it to a particular God or anything. Just say thank you to the spirit, to divine, to your soul within you for igniting and awakening. Say any prayer that comes to your heart, but the whole point is for you to ignite and tell yourself that from this moment on you are awakening your true divine spirit essence within you, your soul, to rise and to take charge and to guide you and to, you know, do all the stuff that we're going to be talking about. So you make a path and you tell your soul that you can say it in your head or you can say it out loud, and you say thank you to the spirit. You can invite angels at that time and tell them to guide you, to help you with this initiation process. Speaking it, meaning it, feeling it, igniting your soul is all valid. You continue to do it and say to yourself for as long as you need to, until you start to see evidence of spirit. Sometimes after the prayer and after the you saying that and acknowledging that to the universe, you might feel a breeze at the back of your neck, a warmth that, or shivers, or like something that shivers from the crown of your head, and it feels like electric. I don't know how to say it. It's like vibrational. Your body shakes. Okay, your body could shake from extreme cool breeze or extreme warm breeze. One of it is going to happen. You might hear a sound like a breath. All those things happen to me. All right, you could even start hearing voices, hear sounds, different sounds in your body, or movements, or like things clicking, lights, or like things moving, suddenly falling around you in your house. All those are initiations of spirit saying they are aware that you're around. If you don't hear anything that is out of the ordinary in your first meditation, don't worry, continue to do. One day you will hear it. You will feel some of what I'm telling you. You will feel tinglings. You will feel tinglings like somebody's touching the back of your neck, like somebody's standing next over you. You will feel somebody standing over you. Alright, you can feel it when somebody comes to stand over you, but if you open your eyes, there will be nobody there. But you will feel the energy of something hovering over you. There will be something hovering. There will be initiations and things that happen that is out of the ordinary, like suddenly something pulls or a curtain falls, something falls that can even startle you for the first time. But it will be settled. They will not scare you where you freak out. It will be settled when spirit comes around you, and that could be the angels you called. It could take a long time before you feel any of these supernatural things. Alright, it could take days, months, or immediately. Alright, depending on how old your soul is. You've never tapped or talked to your soul. So when you talk to your soul, be ready for anything that your soul will do. Alright, depending on your level. Because most of the time, if you're starting to meditate, it's likely that you already know this already in your past life. And if it's all new to you, it will take a while. Allow yourself to feel the process. So as you do that, now that we're done with that part, right, where you actually get like a confirmation that something different is happening, you will know. Some of you just know that you're not alone. That is that inner knowing, that intuitive thing, you will know. So once you've ignited all these chakras and visualized it, you sit in that energy. You sit in that energy, in that pose for a while. I'm talking about 10 to 20 minutes is the whole process, or sometimes it can go as long as 40 minutes. But starting out, 10, 15, 20 minutes is the most. So you do that part, and now to keep the gaze and the focus, because thoughts are going to come into your head. You're going to be thinking about different things whilst you're sitting there. Alright? One of the best ways that will knock off the thoughts or silence it, because you can never stop yourself from thinking until you develop to a certain stage where your mind will go blank. And that is very rare. It takes years, it takes months for some people. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to start chanting the chakras, or the every chakra, every spiritual point in your body has a sound. You should know that by now. You can go through all the chakra sounds and ignite them all, or you can just go straight to Om and just keep doing Om for as long as you can with your eyes closed with the focus in the third eye. My advice is to open all the chakras at once and not just focus on the third eye chakra. So, because that's what I did. So I go, and the Lam is for the base chakra, Vam, Lam as in LAM for the base, Vam as in VAM for the sacral, Ram as in RAM for the solar, okay, Yam as in YAM for the heart, okay, and then the throat is Ham as in HAM for the throat. The third eye is the Om, and the crown is the Om as well. But sometimes some people say like I don't know how to even do it, but because I never really used it, all I did was the Om. And then you can also say ah. Another thing that I did was I started, before I knew the chakra sounds, I started the vowels, which is saying ah, and I got accustomed to that. So it's because those sounds are all embedded in what you're doing. Alright, it is the core principles of sound, and all that carries vibration, right? Because in all language they are in there, right? So you can start with those sounds, which I did, and then eventually I went into the chakra sounds, like I said. So I sing it sort of, because I bring the energy in by saying Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Hom, still holding my pose, and then I sing it and bring the energy down by going the reverse by saying Om Ham Yam Ram Vam Lam Om. I learned the song from Sadhguru, but I didn't used to sing it. I just used to say it one after the other, and you have to recite this like 108 times. Do, as a beginner, if it's only 10 times, do it and go sit down somewhere. You will develop the habit of going, because you're going to start feeling good inside your body when you are chanting, and nobody's gonna tell you to continue for a long time. You will just naturally love to do it. You continue with that sound. Ha Om Ham Yam Ram Vam Lam Om Om Lam Vam Ram Yam Ham Om. You continue with this chanting, and basically as you say the whole strip, that's counted as one. Normally I go using my fingers. When I'm focused on chanting the sound, there are no thoughts coming into my mind. It's very silent. So beginners, I advise you use sound, alright, by chanting it out of your mouth, singing it out, and then eventually you can be quiet. You can choose to go, and since your third eye is the most potent one that you really want to focus on, because you are awakening your soul, and that is the chakra that really does it quicker, you can, if you don't want to, I don't advise it, but you can do more of the Oms, or choose to do just Om at night and the other chakras in the morning. Alright, but technically you can also start with the Om with every chant, like bringing the Om Lam, right? That is saying a lot more Om than the other sounds. You can do that, or you can just focus on the Om with the focus on your third eye and continue there, because I mixed it all up. I didn't have a process. I used to say Om sometimes. I used to chant the other sounds, but mainly it was the Om. Alright, so don't forget, that's the most part that opens the third eye and the crown. So continue with that. Om, Om. You're gonna feel heat, tiredness, or relaxation and heaviness in your legs, in your butt, all that. After a while, it will get numb. So you continue with that, and you go as long as you can in that. When you're tired, just stop and don't get up immediately. Sit in the energy, because the magic starts after that. After you've chanted and done all your breathing and you are done, and you sit holding your gaze and holding your posture, you can be quiet, and you should be. Keep your eyes locked in the third eye area or the tip of the nose, and literally you can ask yourself a question and listen to the answer. Or you can ask your ancestors question, whoever you invited. That's the time to ask the question, and then sit and hear it. You won't hear a voice, you hear it in your head. Alright? Or sometimes you won't hear anything because you are beginning. You hear a whole bunch of your own voice talking. Alright? Don't worry. With time, it will clear. It will clear, and you start to notice when it's not your voice anymore. Your spirit team would also touch you, do stuff that I said before that will show that they are around. So the information coming is going to be them from that point onwards. Alright? But this posture is not easy. After a while, you can relax into a chair as you get, more good in this. Okay? At least for the first 3 months or 21 days, I would say initiate it this way. Because if you have back pains and body pains and butt pains like I eventually ended up with, 21 days, then go to the relaxed chair where you are laying there. You can do meditation laying flat like a corpse pose. Alright, with your hands on the sides of your body, your eyes closed, keeping still, being relaxed, and doing it. But the only danger or the only side to that is you can fall asleep, and with meditation you can easily slouch. So be careful, keep the back straight. If you're laying down, don't fall asleep whilst you're meditating. Alright, and your legs could go numb, and it can get really like heavy. Alright, if you're being bugged by flies or something, all that distraction, you can stop, move touch them, move them away. Sometimes it can be so deep into meditation that even the flies don't bug you anymore. But for beginners, all that will come to your attention. You start hearing everything clearly, you smell things, all that stuff. Stay your posture, keep there, stay there, and that time where you are quiet, continue to not, if you like, don't ask any question, just sit there. Sit there and allow the energy the vibration that you've arose within your body to settle into your body. Alright? And sit in that vibration for a while. At that time, a whole lot could go on. You could find solutions, get ideas, answers, remember things, see people's faces in your mind. All this can happen in your imagination. Alright, a lot could go on during that pause after you have done your sound. If you're not using sound and you're a master, you just go straight into your meditation, and you close your eyes and you do your breaths, and you are already in your energy. You know how it feels like. You will develop with time, develop the energy that you feel. It's a whole different vibration. A shift within yourself happens, and I cannot describe it. You have to feel it. Some things you have to feel. When that shift happens, you will know that you are tapped in, and then you just kind of allow things to come to you, right? But during that quiet time, a lot happens. Like I said, you could hear things, you could feel things, you could just be sitting there and nothing will happen. You think. But what is happening is that everything that you just did, the energy, all that, the vibration picking up in your body is settling down and is filling the atmosphere. And you are raising your vibration. You are changing things. spiritually and physically within you, but you can't see with your eyes. And some of you may give up, like nothing is happening. I don't feel anything. In fact, I think a lot when I sit down. Don't give up. If you're thinking, allow the thoughts to come. Be quiet. Let it go. Let it come to your head. Yeah, you can have a whole conversation with yourself. It doesn't matter. When you feel like you are not focused on the sound, or your concentration shifts from your third eye, bring it back to it. If it means do it a million times, continue to do it to one day. Your mind, because you're training your mind to stop playing. When you sit in this posture, when you are chanting, you're telling your mind that anytime I do this, I want you to bring your focus to bring your attention to this area of the body, your third eye chakra. It's all training. Then what will happen eventually is, as soon as you sit in that position, and also another thing I want to say, if you're sitting if you pick a space to do this, continue to use that space, because that space is carrying memory. So what will happen is, for instance, if you have been laying down, that pillow, keep that pillow, and if you lay in that posture, you would easily get into your energetic space quickly, to that vibration that you need to be in as soon as you sit in that position. So it will carry memory, where it will automatically start working for you. So if you've been sitting in a certain spot, keep it for a long time, at least 3 months. Use that same posture, that same area, because it carries memory, and it will help you to fasten and open your chakras and your intuition quicker. But if you're changing position, you're moving and doing it here this time, doing it there, is not good in the beginning. After you've developed and you start to dream or start to see evidence of your intuition building, which we'll talk about in my conversation after this, then you can change positions. I still don't advise it. But it's okay. You're an adult and you can do whatever you want, right? But you can make it easier, or you can make it complex for yourself, okay? Either way, you're still going to tap in. It will get to a point you don't need to meditate to tap in. You can naturally be in that state, but just by consciously asking yourself a question or doing certain things like lighting a candle, lighting the incense, you're already in the energy field. But it takes a while to feel these things, and as a beginner, I want you to learn how to develop these things. So if you start lighting the candles or incense or gemstones, holding them in your hands or whatever, once you start, continue that for a while and keep that, for at least 3 months, okay? So the last part is just sitting there and listening. I thought I was going to be able to download and get information as I do the demonstration, but it looks like it's not going to work, because I have to talk and teach you how it goes. So, that's pretty much it. Visualizing the chakras, the colors, all right, and keeping your gaze there. Now, if once you master the colors and you start to see them, the next thing you're going to visualize that's really going to open the third eye quickly is a rose meditation. You visualize a flower, the rose flower, in your hands, whatever color you choose. I choose white, okay? White, because it represents spiritual color. White, purple, all right? You visualize the rose in your hands, and pick someone you love, whoever you know around you, your family. So with the rose meditation, which also ignites the third eye chakra immediately or quickly, and it focuses on the third eye, all right? It's faster, but I started to do the rose after I've done all of this. I can't jump you from A to Q. I have to start you from A to B to C. So the first part is the visualization of the colors, the chakras in your body, and the shapes, right? And then you can advance maybe after 21 days, or even let's say 7 days for some of you. If you want, you can go straight into the rose meditation and give the rose to your sister. Now, when you give the rose to your sister or whoever you choose to give it to, pay attention to what happens to the rose. Sometimes the rose will shake. Sometimes the rose will change color, start looking a little beige. But you have to focus. The reason why you have to wait till you get to the rose is because you have to master the colors and visualization with the chakra colors. You see why it's the first step? Because if you don't do that, how are you going to be able to keep a gaze, imagination going with the rose? Because that one is more complex. So you have to start with the one I told you, the chakras first, the colors and the shapes, and then eventually you master and you go into the rose meditation. So look at the rose. When I gave the rose to my sister, the rose started to curl on the inside, and it started to look like, you know how when rose is about to die, the edges become brown? That's what it started to look like. I gave it to my brother. The rose shook and tore into pieces and split all over the place. In my imagination, you can imagine how scared I was when that happened. I thought that meant he was going to die or something. That's what I thought at that moment, so I never said anything to anybody. But that's what I thought. I was so freaked out. I cannot believe that I was looking at the rose, giving the rose to my brother, and seeing that happen to the rose. Alright? Sometimes it's like that. Those are the two. After that, after I gave it to my brother and did that, I didn't give the rose to anybody anymore. I just kept on focusing. But you have to try to do that, because what it is that it's developing your intuition and showing you how everybody's energy is different. You don't get scared like me. Continue, and I'm sure you will have different experiences. But for me, those were the two things I did with the rose, giving it to people. And then I brought the rose back, and I just kept on looking at the rose, all right? And with me paying attention to how the rose changes, and just me staring at every part of the rose and it going, you know, with that gaze, most of the day, just staring at the rose, it really opened me up. It really did, because not too long after staring at the rose for a long time, in you know, maybe 10 minutes at a time, and seeing the changes in the rose, I started to see colors. All right, now the colors that you visualize, you would actually start to see it. Tinglings will start happening here, like you start to feel itches or movements within your eyes. But then when you start to open up, you start seeing that as you sit quietly after the chanting, that moment where you pause and you don't do anything, even during the chanting, you might start maybe after 21 days. Let's give it that, because I really don't remember exactly when it started. I just know everything happened within 3 months for me, and that's me being super honest. I don't remember exactly when it started, but it all happened within 3 months. So what starts to happen is you start to see the colors. Red, it is spinning like, you know, like a paint, right? Like air, like it starts to spin like this, you know. And then you start seeing orange mixing with it. You see the chakras, but they are spinning in a circle when your eyes are closed. All right, and you have to continue meditating when you do that. Enjoy it, because you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel like you've opened something magical within you. Nobody can ever take this experience from you. That is magic really taking shape within your body. Your body is changing. Your mind is showing you that it's alive. Your soul is awakening. All right? And we're going to talk about all the other things that will happen. But for the meditation session, I want you to start, when you do this and you start to see the colors, you are already opening your chakras and you're already opening your third eye. Continue that, and to start changing into different things. But I'll talk about it in my next video. I'm going to wrap up the meditation session, because I thought I could literally meditate in front of you guys, but I realized that talking during the meditation is demonstration. So as much as I wanted to chant and meditate in front of you guys, and actually get some download live for you, I can't teach it and do it at the same time. It turned out the way it turned out. So I hope it wasn't so boring, wasn't so much talking. Well, I had to talk. I had to teach you. I had to talk you through the steps. So it is what it is. That's how it turned out. And I hope you enjoyed this beautiful session, this initiation meditation session Now, most of the time, if you go through the chanting and everything, you realize that it all takes about 20 to 30 minutes, okay? If you do the breathing exercise, if you do the visualizations and you do your chanting and you also sit down in the energy for a while, normally, yeah, 20 and 30 minutes is all how much longer the process will take. Now, remember, you can't go wrong. You just have to continue doing it, all right? Continue doing it until it becomes something that you enjoy, because you will develop joy for it, because you start to see the differences in your life, okay, in your body, shifting, awareness, smelling things more potent, hearing things, all that stuff will start to, ignite, at least during the first 3 months. So don't give up. Don't give up. And if you hit a wall, text me, send me a message. But the point is to not stop. Don't fall. If you fall asleep a couple of times, get up and continue. I fell asleep a lot of times, snoring and everything, but that didn't mean that the next day I didn't do it. I did it. It's about not giving up, all right? And if you don't feel anything, experience any supernatural phenomenon, it doesn't mean it's over. It means that you need to focus more and you need to work on it more, pray about it more, do it, continue until you start to see a change in your body, in the focus. Don't forget where you're looking. Third eye, you're looking inside your eyes, your forehead, right here with the focus there, or the tip of the nose. Keep it there. It's a very painful process. It gives you headaches for the first whatever. Don't give up. Don't give up. Everything is a process. You already know it, people. As much as I wanted it to be like just me sitting here meditating in front of you without talking, I end up having to talk, because how would you know what I'm doing if I don't talk? I already said it. So let's go and have the real conversation where I'm going to talk about, this whole initiation. We're going to get into it, all right? So look for the second video, or this could be the second video, and the first video is you listening to why you should start meditating. Whatever you want, it's all up to you. Thank you for being here. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.